The beauty of sunrise has gifted me with another day of life. Some people would not have woken to see this day. I'm so grateful to be one who did, to be able to drink in the gentleness of sunrise again, to be reminded of new beginnings and choices. The heatwave extended well and truly into this month. Days grew hotter, into the 40s Celsius, which is unusual here in such high country. The heat I could handle, but the lack of any rain in sight took some work for my spirit to rise above. If my soul was parched in the last episode, it certainly knew the feeling in this one too. There have been so many kangaroos around. I love how they all come out to feed in the late afternoon, along with some other creatures. It's such a gentle close to my own day, being reminded that this is home for all of us. I always love seeing movement in the pouches, like this one with her joey moving about. It's also enjoyable seeing that Lake Dreamaroo, as low as its water level is still keeping them all with water for survival. This summer has been brutal, with the tones of colour fading further each day. I knew this area could get dry. I grew up in drought about an hour and a half away, but I'd hoped the higher country would suffer less against summer's wrath. The bachelor mob of young deer rested in the heat for ages on this baking hot day. At first all we could see were their antlers, but eventually there was movement by a couple. These other two were going nowhere, happy to rest for quite a while longer. Eventually it was time to join the others in the bush, and in quite a hurry. The roos are not just around at the close of day. Sunrise finds them out feeding, when the day feels softer, purer, at least until the heat sends them and us into cooler spots once more until late afternoon. I had a health scare over the summer holidays. It's not the first time I've had to consider my own death, and certainly after caring for dying people for 8 years, death is not an unfamiliar topic to me. But this occasion was a deeper scare, and for a couple of weeks I had to give a lot of thought to some very heavy subjects. Thankfully it all turned out fine, but by the time I received that great result, so much had already changed within me. I had considered how I wanted to die, and who I wanted near me for my final chapter, and who I did not want. After all, we get to choose how to do our own death if we're blessed with some notice. I also became clearer about how I wanted to live, and grew stronger in my already strong boundaries. All that really mattered to me when facing my own death was to revere the sacredness of life remaining, and to spend as much time as possible with my little family of Eleanor and the dogs. Another decision I made then was to live more offline, to use technology positively and as needed, but to cherish the bulk of my time differently. I didn't think I was online much, certainly not compared to many, but my heart wants even less of it. I'm grateful to remember life before the internet, although carving out a life with a significantly reduced use of it is still taking mindfulness. So, with a renewed appreciation for my life, and the month just past also being the birthday month for both Eleanor and I, there were a couple of brief trips away. For Eleanor's birthday and dreams, we headed to Sydney for a few days. For mine, it was 2 nights away to the coast. They were special times and included things that light each of us up. These are times that will not come again, so I'm creating the best experiences and memories as I can. Back to home, and our first lemon is growing. This small event fills me with delight. I'm always in awe of the intelligence of seeds and what they're capable of. The figs continue to tantalise me with their slow process of ripening, but it won't be long now. We've lost 12 of the 23 trees we had planted. Between the deer and the baking hot winds of summer, they just couldn't make it. It's been heartbreaking to see living things that we've nurtured for more than a year lose their battle. Some have made it through though, and I admire their determination for survival and resilience against life's lessons. The tiniest miracle unfolded with one we thought was dead. On the afternoon of returning from my birthday trip, while getting water to the survivors, we noticed one we thought was dead actually wasn't. It was the best birthday present. Nature continues to teach me that we all need deep rest from time to time, but the will to keep going is strong and will return time and again. We also need to celebrate any small miracles and wins. I have managed to keep the garden alive, thankfully. The sacred geometry and flowers brings me to places of delight and wonder, like how perfectly shaped the inner details of a sunflower are. How is it possible to be such a work of art? The colours the flowers bring, especially against the backdrop of those fading colours across the land, lift me up. I think I need colour as much as I need rain. If I have colour and the flowers to nurture and observe, life feels more complete and normal for me. I think I'm just one of those people who can't live with a bland palate. From time to time, I've seen a domestic cat gone wild here. Not a good thing for the young wildlife, as it has to eat something. This is the first time of capturing it on film, right there beside the wildlife, licking its paws like an entitled lion. Even in the heat, change did eventually arrive, like the afternoon that suddenly offered a cool, soft breeze out of the stillness. This turned into wind very quickly, and by the next morning, rain fell again at last. All it took was a day of soft rain for me to feel normal again, to feel nurtured in a way that only rain can do. The bird bath has certainly been the place to be throughout this month, offering much reprieve to our feathered friends. There was a bit of hierarchy once the magpies took over, but this Rosella was patient. While I've chased some huge dreams in my time and brought many into reality, life out here reminds me just to drink in the moments. They are what makes a beautiful life, not the huge occasional things. It's the little things, the little moments of wonder that bring us into presence, to remind us we don't need to be striving all the time. Nature takes rest and knows its own pace. Out here, it continues to give me permission to do the same. Thank you for this time shared. See you next month.